Also, how do you see this recent conflict between Pakistan and Afghanistan? It just sort of comes around the similar time
Bagram Airbase.
when the US is showing interest in the Bagram Airbase, and then eventually a week later or so, Pakistan and Afghanistan, they're getting in conflict.
There is a very interesting...
A very serious conflict also.
Yeah. Yes, no, Pakistan, what I see it is... it's a very unstable arrangement. Pakistan, the joke in Pakistan is every country has an army. Pakistan is the only place in the world where an army has a country. It's been there always as behind it. But this time what has happened is they have locked up an elected prime minister. One faction, a political faction, has sided with the army as a tool. And the commander of the army is really in charge, that's obvious. And he's pally with Trump to an obscene extent. He gave a speech, I think, and the Pakistani Prime Minister gave a speech at Sharm el-Sheikh or something, wherever it was, again nominating Trump for the Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
This is slavishness of an amazing order. Now, the trouble here for Pakistan is you cannot use that to balance India. I don't think it's going to be possible, and I don't think the Chinese or the Russians are going to look very kindly to Pakistan behaving this way.
Yeah.
So I am sure somewhere behind this is the Chinese, the Russians, the Indians. And Indians have always been trying to use Afghanistan against Pakistan.
But for how long? If the current Indian administration is showing certain interest in Afghanistan, but if that administration is changed, then their interest might change as well.
It could, but the larger picture here is that there is a lot of bad blood between Pakistan and Afghanistan for a long time. And the only difference now is that, the Taliban is fully in command and control in Afghanistan, which means that it's not going to be easy to destabilize them this time. They have
Will the situation be the same if Pakistan breaks into pieces?
This is a question going around, uncomfortable question. Will India break up? Will Nepal break up? One doesn't know. I mean, Europe, broke up after those big wars and the empire. And someone once said that what is happening in the Middle East is in 2019, 1919, when the Ottoman Empire collapsed. Someone said what's happening in the Middle East right now is the Ottoman Empire is still collapsing 100 years down the road, So you have places where you have these ethnic mixes where the nation-state concept, as practiced in Europe, really is not the best method of governance. You need a very different type of... in fact, the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire were more multi-ethnic empires that managed multi-ethnicity in a much better way. They failed in 1990, both of them. But the Austrian army is said to have spoken 10 languages, right?
Yeah, no.
So the question of managing multi-ethnicity and multilinguistic framings within nation-state boundaries is going to be pretty serious. I think it's going to be much more serious, and how countries manage that is going to be a problem, including Nepal.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you about the base. I mean, it just seems a fantasy, which is not a lasting one. I mean, you're right. The number of American bases, if you see a map, I mean, it is extraordinarily large, and it's sort of taken for granted. I mean, they operated in Syria for a long time as sort of independent base and American. This will have to be rethought, and part of Make America Great Again is you retreat from these kinds of commitments. So I don't quite understand why he's got this obsession with one particular. I mean, it has an iconic status in American minds, I think. The whole war in Afghanistan, but that was their base.
It's a massive financial failure for the American government, right?
They left all those equipment behind. I mean,
no, that's right.
Taliban is one of the
dollars spent in Afghanistan.
Insane. So I don't think that makes sense.
Taliban is one of the most well-equipped army in the world. All that American equipment.
They have the most advanced equipment machinery.
But on the fighting between Afghanistan and Pakistan and Taliban, trying to make relationships now. That's more interesting. I think it's more complex. I mean, the Taliban clearly feel incredibly isolated. And it makes sense for everybody in the region to normalize relations, even if you object to them wholeheartedly. It's like Myanmar in a way. You need to sort of deal with them in some way, try and exert pressure. So I think for India to listen to the Taliban makes sense. For the Taliban, it's about becoming less isolated, and for Afghanistan as an economy, it makes sense to have better relations. So I'm not sure about the fighting, on whether it's about borders particularly. It seems to be more than that, but but I don't know enough about it to be sure. And we'll see where it goes. I mean,